In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy high. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Idols get exposed through cold and morals. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the
Cincinnati Bengals, that's the team we're gonna see.
Stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness. Ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a cook in the fleece.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And that right there is what they're going to need to do, because this is not an elite unit. They've got to keep everything in front of them, rally up and make plays. What a lot of defensive coordinators call top-down defense. Don't give up anything behind you.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
1st and 10, Taylor now. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, we hit right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now the try here for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Trap 50, trap 50. Ready, ready.
Throwing is Milton. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
18, 5 in. Ready.
To throw is Milton. That's taken in. It's Isaac Toussaint. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 36.
36-yard line.
To throw, it's Milton. This is Smith with a grab. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And the Bengals.
Ready, ready, ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Bengals had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Here's Milton. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, Milton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Kamara up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Indianapolis.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. These two teams all tied after one.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A give for Taylor running right side. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 70. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that...
That's caught at the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Bengals 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Maverick, 60 Maverick, 18, Mustang, not two. Bronco leading.
Now Milton. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Milton. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Milton now to throw. That one let go deep for Laporta. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now it's Herbert. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
At the 43-yard line.
Home troops right. Let's go. Hey, Ram. Go.
Again, Herbert. McKinnon here, it's complete. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
1st and 10 at the
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
2 more yards. That's another Colts 1st down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Colts.
Bates' kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Oh, he shifts past him. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Milton. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Like it, 10-11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Milton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's a fumble. And the Colts pick it up.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Ready.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Down the left sideline, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 163 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, he currently stands 2nd in the league in rushing, and runs like that are a big reason why. Heck, runs like that might get him to first.
And when you've got goals in front of you, if you're 2nd and you want to be first, that type of running gives you something to shoot for and hopefully attain.
Now Herbert going to change the look. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd and 7.
Lion.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts are able to widen their advantage.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd down and 4.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
79, bro.
To throw from his end zone. Milton.
Pass complete there to Harrison.
Completion good for 14 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brings up 3rd down.
The 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to throw. Milton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals get a bit closer. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
The Bengals will line up.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
38. Bengals 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the pitch goes to Taylor. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 195 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Second and 10.
Hey, Kappa. Go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. Calling the gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60, cup 19, cup 60, let's go. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. And this one too low.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
from 6 yards away.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
No!
They'll turn to Kamara.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Running left, Taylor. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Herbert.
That is caught. Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 59 yards.
And the Colts are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. This is 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
To throw is Milton.
He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Riggs. Nice. 7 Pirates.
Throwing is Milton.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Rig alert. Dragon Campbell. 70.
To throw, it's Milton. That one let go deep for Laporta. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So it's a win here for the Colts, and it was